It's recording.
We are live.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. This is the second attempt at this.
Why? Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, I just come from the future, so.
Go on. Explain.
I come from the future, where future me made a mistake, and we may or may not have recorded an entire 3-hour video without ever once recording on OBS.
Yes. Yes. All that work for what?
And for what?
Did you feel good about yourself when you made that mistake?
No.
We better not do it again, little Timmy.
No.
Or else.
No,
Or else I'm gonna
not
send you to
happening
the,
again.
or else I'm gonna send you to the island.
Huh?
I'm gonna send you to the one island.
No. No.
No, don't worry. It's a different one. Don't worry about it.
No.
Why?
Alright. Enough bits. What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? I believe we're giving out awards to movies for certain categories that you and I made up.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
It was through no committee. It was just you and I and some other guy who we don't, who contributed like 1%.
Who the hell was that guy?
Sebastian Stan.
Really? Why didn't he say anything?
He was nervous. You know how he is.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yes.
As you see on the screen, we're doing an awards show. An awards show by us and for us. And as owner Ernie Boy said, there are some rules. Each category is limited to 10 nominations each, with one major exception. A film may only be nominated in a category twice at most, but for most categories, only a single nomination for a film per category. This is purely for fun. There are no trophies, no true accolades, not even totally serious categories. Only the recognition of the films and work done by great artists across the year. It also so happens that a lot of things we picked ended up becoming part of the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's really coincidence. Like, I wouldn't know. I have no idea, bro.
Yeah, anyway.
But anywho.
With that, let's begin the awards, shall we? Alright.
We shall.
So let's go into our first award of the night, which is Best Poster. Now, I decided to go with this one first because I think this perfectly encapsulates what kind of bullshit we're on for these awards.
Don't take it seriously.
Don't take it seriously. We are awarding posters.
It's just a game.
So
Why
yeah.
you have to be so mad?
What was the deliberations around this category, Ernest? What was the criteria, if you will?
How good does the poster look? I suppose it also depends on how well it can represent the movie, or if it excites you in any way, or you know what, if it just looks good. Would you want that poster on your wall or in your room, or hell, even as a wallpaper? Then you know what? It's probably a really good fucking poster.
Well said. And with that, the nominees are
Eye Candy,
Warfare,
Thunderbolts,
28 Years Later,
The Naked Gun,
The Fantastic Four, First Steps,
Weapons,
The Conjuring, Last Rites,
Tron Ares,
Shelby Oaks.
Chainsaw Man the movie, Rezark.
And the winner is Tron Ares.
Tron Ares.
Now, why did you pick this one?
I mean, look at it.
It's a gorgeous poster.
It's really cool.
I really love the distinct highlights of the red as they kind of. It almost looks like it's raining in the city, so there's a bit of like smoke and fog in the air and mist, and that's kind of becoming part of the red hue of the light cycle and the titular Ares on the poster.
You can see the reflections in the wet streets and the buildings also.
Yeah.
You can see in the backgrounds. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And the bike in there, and the guy, Ares himself with the suit, just cool.
It's a very striking looking poster. The colors are very nice, and it just draws your attention to all the information that you need. It tells you it's out in October, it's filmed for IMAX, and there's no going back.
We did this.
We did this. Alright. With that, we can move into our next category. Would you like to announce what it is, Ernest?
I would love to announce what it is. Best cinematography.
So the deliberation on this category pretty much just came down to what we felt was some of the most beautiful and technically sound cinematography of the year. Good shot structure, great lighting, and all around just generally beautiful images that we can't get out of our head.
Get out of my head, man. Get out of my head.
Get out of me head. Get out of me head.
You're in me head, man. You're in me head.
Alright. And I would say the deliberations on this were not as heavy as some of the other categories that we went through. We should mention we did about 2 days, or 2 nights rather, of going through the categories.
Took a while.
We
were thinking about it.
We thought about it for a while. Despite the fact that this is a meaningless show, we thought very hard and long about what we wanted to.
It means everything to us.
Yeah. What does it mean to you? Everything.
Everything.
But yes. Why don't you start introducing the nominees?
Sure. I'll do just that.
Mm-hmm.
And the nominees are Adolfo Veloso, Train Dreams.
Claudio Miranda, F1.
Autumn Durald Arcapa, Sinners.
Darius Konji, Marty Supreme.
Tepeito, Chainsaw Man, the movie, Rezark.
Anthony Dodd Mantle, 28 Years Later.
Robbie Ryan, Begonia.
Lucas Saul, Hamnet.
Asper Tucson, The Sentimental Value.
Maki Komizuki, 100 Meters.
And the winner is
Adolfo Veloso, Train Dreams.
Train Dreams.
Yes. So we both have seen this film, as you may have noted through our endpoint video. Thank you for watching, by the way.
Yay.
We both walked away from that, despite having very differing opinions on the film itself. We both walked away feeling that the cinematography was absolutely stunning.
That movie was beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. There are some truly stunning shots, the way the film captures the landscape and the natural, nature of the world, especially of the... I wouldn't say this was the Old West, right? This was kind of like just the 1800s.
More like leaving the Old West.
Yeah.
Like with the start of railroads, you're definitely around that time period.
So yeah, like the earliest 20th century type stuff. Very, very gorgeous cinematography.
Yeah, it really just came down to the fact like what's after Train Dreams, really.
Yeah, we were very much just like what. Yeah, exactly. Like just what was better than Train Dreams in terms of cinematography. I think we was there anything we went back and forth on? Were we kind of just arguing for
Uh,
maybe Sinners
I I
or
I think it was between this and F1. I think
yeah.
that was like the yeah, because F1, those cars, man.
No, yeah, there's some really really stunning stuff in F1, but ultimately Train Dreams was just
Yeah, just the simplicity of of like nailing the nature, you know.
yeah. Veloso just did great work here,
Good
and
job. I can't wait to see him in
yeah,
more stuff or see his
absolutely,
stuff, you know.
absolutely. Can't wait to see where he goes
Shoot,
next.
he should film a Red Dead movie. Yeah,
Oh my god, bro! Don't tempt them. Don't let them make the Red Dead movie.
by Rockstar. That's what.
Oh
If they're not gonna make fucking game, they just make movies. Whatever.
yeah. All right. I would say with that we can move on to our next category, which is shot of the year. So, in similar vein to the cinematography category, instead of nominating just generally spectacular cinematography in the year, we are nominating the specific shots that we felt stood out throughout the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You ever just watch a movie and you see like I don't know a shot itself that you think, wow, that looks fucking cool, just from like a visual standpoint, even from like a layman's eye of just seeing something like you would in real life, just a beautiful view. Think of that in a movie.
And with that, we'll go into our nominees. I should probably click in.
Maybe.
And the nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash,
Wake Up Dead Man.
Train Dreams,
Begonia.
It Was Just an Accident,
Chainsaw Man the movie. Rezark.
Sinners,
Eddington.
The Phoenician Scheme,
Superman.
and the winner is Sinners.
Sinners.
Yeah, this one really just stood out. It's kind of just one of those shots that kind of sticks into your mind the second half. Like once the movie's over, this is one of the many shots from Sinners that just really linger in your mind.
I mean, this is one of the shots that ended the movie.
Yeah, plays during the mid-credit scene. I mean, it's
Good place to
just
end it.
it's just an astounding shot. It's just fairly simple, but in conjunction with the context of the story, which all of these shots I think are significantly more beautiful in context with the story in the film itself, but just as singular images, these are all fantastic images. They really all represent something in their films, and we felt this one was just the standout of them all.
Yeah, just the simplicity of just the sunset in the background and the fields stretching far, and the clouds, and just these two brothers seeing
Just
it one final time.
Yeah. For what they don't know is in some
The final time.
in the final time, you know. But yeah, it's just it was a truly astonishing shot. I don't really think there was much deliberation once it came down to what we felt the nominations were. It was just more so, was there anything we felt that could compare to this shot from Sinners? And there just was no comparison for us.
Train Dreams was close.
Train Dreams was close. Same with Avatar: Fire and Ash, I would say. But
The movie is just a visual palette.
Absolutely.
Fire and Ash.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was the one thing that we could walk away both going, yeah, that was incredible. The rest of it, whatever. But hey, we're here to award things, not talk shit.
That comes later.
Yes. And let's move on from this category into the next one, which is the most impressive effects. Now, Ernest, would you like to explain what this category is?
Yeah, sure. Visual effects. I mean, what's to put it other than the artist outside of the camera, you know, working on those. Maybe you say post-production and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the artist working behind post-production to really make the movie look as good as you possibly can. And some of that comes down to certain effects that sometimes don't just mesh well with reality. May that be CG or some hideous monstrosity made out of people's own physical hands and smart minds.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this category was designed to explicitly combine both the practical and the digital, because in reality, most films are a mix of both.
Yes.
And we believe that these 10 nominations are some of the most impressive effects you'll see in films released in 2025.
Absolutely.
All right.
Some might even go beyond.
Absolutely. We'll find out, why don't we?
Yes.
And with that, the nominees are
Avatar: Fire and Ash,
F1,
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning,
Frankenstein,
The Fantastic Four: First Steps,
Weapons,
Together,
Bring Her Back,
Sinners,
Five Nights at Freddy's 2,
and the winner is
Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Fire and Ash.
Truly, what else would it be? I mean, just look at that.
Don't be surprised.
Look at Varong. That's real.
Yeah.
That looks real.
You see that real human being right there interacting with that blue person? That's a real blue person.
Yep. They didn't create that with CG. That's a real human being. They did that.
No, they found a real alien.
Yeah. No, they went to Pandora and found this character. No, I mean this stuff is just the effects artists that have worked on this film mainly. I'm assuming from What FX, they did such a phenomenal job on this film. In particular, all the Avatar films, and of course the rest of the categories all had astounding visual effects. But come on,
It's too good. It's revolutionary.
It's revolutionary technology. No one does it quite like them. It's absurd. And there was really no other winner for this category. It was just kind of, yeah. It was just this movie and nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah, like Transformers 2007, how the CG in the movie for the robots are just so it's just so timeless. This is just gonna fit in the timeless category in 50 years from now on or something.
Yeah. We're gonna look back on this and just go, wow, they got it right. Even
As
then.
old, yeah, as old men be like, oh my god, look at how they did that. Avatar looks incredible.
Oh, yes. All right. And from that category on,
So
we go
beautiful.
to the next one, which is Best Trailer. A category that is near and dear to my heart.
Nah.
Because I am an absolute fucking nerd about these things. Truly, this was just an excuse for me to talk about some of the cooler trailers that came out last year, whether they be from big studios or from smaller independent companies.
Mm.
And it was also a good excuse to make Ernest here watch trailers.
Yeah, I don't do that. Not often. Mostly, I mostly do it for video games.
Yeah. But, yeah, because watching a movie is significantly cheaper than purchasing a video game. I mean, it's the truth, but point being.
Yeah, but depending on the video game, I get more out of my money. Depending on the video game.
Depending on the video game, but you need to watch that trailer to know if you want to spend your money, and guess what? That's what trailers are supposed to do.
Ah!
With that,
Figured it out.
let's get into our nominees. And the nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash.
If there's something you can do,
Party Supreme.
One Battle After Another.
F1.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
everything is at stake.
The Smashing Machine.
Weapons.
Ron Aries.
The Fantastic Four, First Steps.
Friendship.
And the winner is
And
One Battle After Another.
one battle after another.
I mean, this was a harder conversation to have because I think there were some trailers that I were more personally attached to than what your... Because this wasn't your first reaction to many of these trailers, but there was a very visceral reaction to some of them.
Yeah.
I would say you had a very strong reaction to the Tron Ares trailer. As an example.
It was a cool one.
It was a very cool trailer. And there were some discoveries that we made, like some of you may be wondering, what about the Superman trailer? Well, unfortunately, we did not feel too strongly about the Superman trailer, especially not on the rewatch. There were also certain films like Thunderbolts that didn't particularly grab us with trailers. And I made a very arbitrary rule that I wanted to explicitly include trailers that released in the year 2025 for 2025 films. We'll see how that
They
will
gave
change
rules.
the next time. But ultimately, upon watching all of these trailers again, we felt that the trailer for One Battle After Another was just extremely strong.
Really good. Really impressionable.
Yeah. It tells you really everything that you need to know. There's a saying from the absolute crazy person that is John Campea, that a trailer should take whatever your excitement level is for a film and raise it up a few notches. I would say the trailer for One Battle After Another does just that.
Yeah. Credit to it.
Yeah. And it tells you a lot of what you need to know. Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. There's a big sprawling journey. And it's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. That is
Yeah, that
really
guy.
all you need to know.
And
Honestly,
instead of that, the trailer is edited really well and all that, you know?
yeah. Set
It's really
incredibly
well
to the
done.
Johnny Greenwood score.
Yeah, the music was really good too.
Yeah. It really grabs your attention and markets it as closer to what the movie actually is versus what the other trailers for this film did, which was kind of marketed as a big action spectacle, which it's not at all.
At all.
Yeah. To the point where I'd feel like I would understand if anyone felt lied to based on that trailer.
Yeah.
But
A room full of lies.
absolutely. Yes. We can move on from that category to our next one, which is best editing.
Well, as you know, when you watch a movie, you're not seeing the whole thing of how it was filmed, you know? You're not seeing the takes, the cuts, the action in place, you could say. Why? Because that part is left for the editors in the room afterwards to go through all those shootings, yeah? That's
Takes.
the right phrase? All those takes, yeah?
All the footage.
All the footage, yes, thank you, Gabe. All the footage. And, just trimming it, cutting it. You don't need that, you don't need that, you need that. And making the order.
Yep. And they often have to work together with most of the other departments who works on a film. They essentially create the cut that the composer is going to see to make the music. They have to go in later and work in with the sound team and get the sound mixing correct. Make sure that's all on the tracks. And they work with the director all the time to make sure that their vision isn't being compromised in the editing room. And in some cases, for some of these editors, they had hundreds of hours of footage to go through. And coverage, and coverage, and coverage. And we
Our
felt
fucking job.
Yep, and we felt that these were the 10 best jobs done across the year of 2025. All right, let's get right into it.
Let's do it. And the nominees are Stephen Marin, F1.
Finn Oates, Warfare.
Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme.
Barney Pilling, The Phoenician Scheme.
Michael P. Shaver, Sinners.
Joe Murphy, Weapons.
Lucian Johnston, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Nathan Schauf, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Andrew Westblum, Caught Stealing.
Amir Atminen, It Was Just an Accident.
And the winner is
Stephen Mirion,
Stephen Mirion.
F1.
F1.
Well, as I indicated in the mention of hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage and coverage and the like, I imagine that's exactly what Stephen here had to deal with in the editing room of F1. I would not imagine that his job on this film was an easy one. Just based on all of the VFX shots he had to work with and all of the coverage and reaction shots that they shot in the cars.
And the races themselves, too. Like, wow, you know?
Yeah. It's a hard job to do. His job is basically hoping that the filmmaker does a good job at getting all the coverage that he needs to lay out every single part of the geography of a race and make sure that you don't lose your spot.
Somebody he can fucking work with.
Yep.
Yeah, he did He did a phenomenal job, just overall.
Absolutely, the editing in this film is astounding. Mostly in due part to just the fact that he has great footage to work with. But
Oh,
even
yeah.
then, even in the smaller moments, the editing is really fun. Montages are great in this film.
Yeah.
It's just an absolutely exciting job in terms of the editing room. And not to disparage all the editing done throughout this entire year, as we noted in our nominations, there were some really, really interesting jobs done. But ultimately, we felt F1 just had the most impressive job done in terms of editing.
Yeah, it feels like he had a heavier job, with
Yeah.
just the material that he was given.
Just
Not
the
that it was
amount,
bad,
the
just
amount,
like
the
a lot of
amounts
stuff.
footage. Yeah, it was. I imagine not easy, and it paid off. What an incredible job!
Because a lot of the races that he did in the movie just relies on how good the editing is from his part.
Yeah, it's all put together extremely well, and we applaud it. It was great work.
Round of applause.
Yeah, and we can move on to the next category, which is best sound design.
What's that?
Well, you know all those sounds that you hear when you're watching a movie? You know, the sound of a lightsaber turning on.
I'm deaf.
The sound of Thor's hammer. Or even just the way the music comes in the mix. You know, when that binary sunset hits. That's all sound design. That is all part of the sound team and the editor to bring together the mix and create an incredible soundscape for you to listen to while you were all experiencing the film. And we felt that these were the 10 best sound mixes of the year 2025. And with that, the nominees are F1,
Warfare.
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning,
Avatar. Fire and Ash.
Train Dreams,
Bring Her Back.
Tron Ares,
28 years later.
It Was Just an Accident,
Sinners.
and the winner is
Warfare.
Now, we are certainly a little biased to how we feel about certain gunfire being extremely loud in our feature films. It's one of the main praises I have of Heat, as an example. And you, sir, fought very hard for this win for Warfare in the deliberations.
I had to.
Yeah. Warfare is a film that we believe is particularly underrated, and it's just the sound design in this film is absolutely astounding. Just everything kind of collapsing on top of each other, and the stillness of it when it's really quiet, and then when it's just so loud, it's so loud.
It just adds so much to it. It's
Yeah.
just like the sound design itself tries its best to fucking just put you in the action where the movie is happening to make you like immerse you as well as it can into a battlefield experience in a way, and how terrifying it truly is, how loud and chaotic it all is. Whether it be the guns or the explosions in the background, the screams from either soldiers' families or them just shouting out orders and all of that stuff, or maybe the air support that's coming in and just in the middle, just thundering, striking your ear, just a boom, blowing up.
Yeah,
It's a heart pounding.
absolutely. And we felt for that reason, above even some of the most incredible sound work you'll hear in a movie all year, Warfare just takes the cake.
So good, so good.
Absolutely. So, congrats to the sound team on this film. He did a fantastic job. All right.
Good job.
And from that, let's move on to the next category, which is best use of a song in a feature film. Now, what do we mean by this?
Basically, it's just, maybe a song that you could have heard back then in the radio, or your phone, your iPad, or whatever, or maybe a song that they made for the movie itself that can perhaps fit a scene as best as it can. Playing in a scene, and maybe that song itself isn't just there for, because you know of the song, or because it sounds nice, just because it just adds to the scene itself and the significance of it. Does it amplify it? Does it just support it entirely? Like that.
Mm-hmm. And that was the main motivation behind this category, was to highlight a select scene from a film that is extremely elevated and made by the use of a song in the film, whether it be created for the film or a pre-existing track. These are the 10 best usages of a song in a feature film.
And the nominees are Punk Rocker, Superman,
Call on Me, Warfare,
I Lied to You, Sinners,
How It's Done, K-pop Demon Hunters,
Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Marty Supreme,
Rocky Road to Dublin, Sinners,
Beware of Darkness, Weapons,
Where Have All the Flowers Gone, Begonia,
Golden, K-pop Demon Hunters,
Forever Young, Marty Supreme,
and the
winner
winner
is Forever Young,
Forever Young, Marty,
Marty
Supreme,
Supreme.
Forever Young.
I mean, talk about a opening to a film. Nothing gets you quite understanding of what a film is going to be quite like the intro to Marty Supreme. This song plays over the opening titles, and you know instantly what you're in for.
Not that's like conventional, you could say, of a
No,
introduction, especially with the song
absolutely
playing.
not. I don't even think I can show it on YouTube.
Oh, I'm sure you were tempted to. Editor, show the scene of two turtles having sex,
No,
just to give you
no,
an idea.
editor, don't do that. Don't do that. You're not doing it. You won't
Do it.
do it.
He's got to give us, like, what does he mean? What does he mean by, like, the scene? How are we gonna know?
Well, there sure is a very detailed examination of a sperm cell fertilizing an egg. So,
Show this scene from Look Who's Talking.
yeah, I guess.
That makes sense. Editor, do that.
Yeah. You say editor like it's not me.
They don't know that.
Like we can afford an editor. But yes, honestly, I think this went back and forth between, I think, K-pop Demon Hunters, Sinners, and this. Although I think, in retrospect, a case could have been made for Superman.
Maybe. But hey, the movie about music.
Yeah, two movies about music.
Yeah, specifically the one that had people
Yeah.
singing in the theaters. That one
Yeah.
had a good chance.
Had a very good chance. You want to talk? Do I want to talk about how much I am annoyed of Golden? Do I want to go there?
Why not?
Because I personally find Golden to be annoying. However,
Is that
I can't
anything to
act
do
like
with
it's
the
not.
song
It
itself,
wasn't.
or the people singing it?
The song itself. However, it is one of the better uses of a song in the year of 2025.
I mean, hey, it's gonna win at the Oscar.
It is gonna win at the Oscars, and that's annoying. And you know what's even worse? They've completely gotten rid of, starting last year, they completely got rid of playing the songs live. Because they used to, with each original song, they would play them live at the Oscars, and it would just extend the runtime of the show. They stopped doing that last year. They found a really good workaround. This year, they're only going to play I Lied to You and Golden.
Yeah.
Sure.
Host mad.
Yeah. But anyway, Forever Young, Marty Supreme. Yeah. It was pretty great use of that song.
Pretty great. Pretty good way of making it, fit, even though it's not of that era, that song.
Mm-hmm.
So nice how they did that. Didn't feel unnatural.
No, not at all. All right. And from that, we can move on to Best Score. A category near and dear to both of our hearts.
I love music.
Me too. And the type of music I love the most is film score. I'm extremely passionate about this category. This was a very easy category for me to find nominations for. Ultimately, it just came about talking to you, Ernest, and deliberating on what we felt were the nominations for this category.
There were a lot of bangers in 2025.
A lot of bangers. A lot of great score this year. Or this past year, I should say. And you know what? Let's just get right into it.
You know what the fuck it is. We have to explain.
You know what the fuck this is. And the nominees are Ludwig Göransson, Sinners.
Hans Zimmer, F1.
Michael Giacchino, The Fantastic Four, First Steps.
Kensuke Ushio, Chainsaw Man the Movie, Rezark.
Hiroaki Tsutsumi, 100 Meters.
Daniel Lopatin, Mighty Supreme.
Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, Tron Ares.
Jerskin Hendricks, Begonia.
Max Arouge and Alfie Godfrey, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Simon Franklin, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
And the winner is Ludwig Göransson, Sinners. I kind of just feel like this is like one of those, like Avatar, Fire and Ash winning impressive VFX.
Duh.
Duh. It's starting to sound repetitive and jokish to say this guy's the GOAT.
He used to go at his score for the Mandalorian movie. Missing out the movie.
Yeah, the fact that he's composing the Mandalorian and Grogu immediately makes you go, oh, okay, at least I'll have a fun album to listen to.
It's gonna be the best thing, only good thing about that movie.
Probably.
For sure.
Most likely. However, Ludwig Göransson in his collaborations with Ryan Coogler over the years have just graced our ears for over a decade with incredible music, and Sinners is no exception. And it also doesn't hurt that a film about the blues has really great and well-researched and inspired blues music as part of its score. And even when the vampires show up, it gets some hard rock metal stings in there that are just so pleasing to the ear. I remember even you, when you walked out of the movie, you said whatever that riff was that plays when the vampires show up on screen, I like that.
Yeah. It's quite catchy.
It's great.
Pretty badass.
Yeah. And he's graced us with incredible work over the years, especially with Ryan Coogler, but this just, I wouldn't say this takes the cake, but he just keeps improving and improving and improving and just dropping incredible music with album after album after album. I mean,
The boy does not miss.
He does not miss. We can talk about his music for Black Panther and Oppenheimer for hours, most likely.
Oh yeah. It's always so unique and catchy and memorable.
And there were some incredible compositions this year. We really fought to, not fought, but we really talked about Marty Supreme a lot in this conversation. Daniel Lopatton's score for that film is exceptional. His snub for original score at the Oscars this year genuinely made me mad.
The Oscars making you mad? Surely not.
Yeah. Well, because they put in Hamnet instead, and I don't even want to get into that argument because that's going to make me mad that they didn't nominate Dune Part 2 original score last year, and that's just going to be a whole thing, and I don't want to think about it again.
Joseph Fares be like, fuck the Oscars.
But, yeah, I mean, was there anything else really that we felt was, like, in conversation? I mean, we both really loved the score for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Giacchino, that is, doing his thing.
Yeah, Giacchino's my goat.
Not this time though. He didn't win. He lost.
No, he didn't win. But we immediately, like, what were the first thing that came into our head for this category? Sinners, Marty Supreme, Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
But
and F1.
That was like really there. To talk about some things that almost made it in that didn't. We did talk about The Long Walk for a little bit. The score for that film. That was pretty good. I personally wanted Thunderbolts in here, but it didn't make the cut.
Not good enough.
But
yeah, Superman. If that movie had an original song, maybe.
Sure, somewhere in there, I guess. But even then,
I can only hear Last Song so many times.
But yes, Ludwig Göransson, absolutely incredible composer. He is most likely going to win the Oscar again.
I can't stop winning.
For Sinners. It's just great stuff, and can't wait to hear what he does for the Odyssey. Truly,
F1 Steel.
F1, I don't think was nominated for original score. I don't think.
Oh, what the fuck? That's crazy.
I think it was. I want to say it was Sinners. One Battle After Another, I think. Hamnet. What else was in there? You know what? For another time. Let's move into the next category.
Wait, so that means they really didn't nominate Dune Part 2?
They didn't. The reason
crazy.
they didn't was because it had too much music from the first film. If the original score doesn't have enough original music as part of its score, it is excluded from the nominations.
Nominated John Williams for
The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah. Nominates Hamnet for original score. You know what? We're not doing this.
We're not doing this, all right?
We're not doing this. All right. Scene of the year. Now, the scene of the year really encompasses everything that we've been talking about. Visual effects, music, editing, sound design. And cinematography and encapsulated it into what we feel are the 10 best scenes of the year. Would you like to introduce the nominations?
I would love to introduce nominations.
Absolutely.
And the nominees are He's Flying, F1.
Surreal Montage, Sinners.
This Is What It Sounds Like, K-pop Demon Hunters.
The Final Race, 100 meters.
Can I Go Again? J. Kelly.
The Ending. It Was Just an Accident.
The Kids versus Gladys, Weapons.
Reading the Script, Sentimental Value.
Aki Saves Angel Devil, Chainsaw Man, the movie, Rezark.
In the Pool, Chainsaw Man, the movie, Rezark.
And the winner is Surreal
Montage. Sinners.
Sinners.
Back-to-back Sinner wins, but, you know,
In
in fairness, this scene is astounding. It is something that you can only do through the language of cinema. This is not something... You can write this down on paper and get the idea somewhat, but it's hard to visualize just from a description alone. This is exactly what cinema does extremely well, and it had me literally locking, like the anime meme of the dude locking in on his headset. That is what this scene had me doing in the theater.
Not even playing a video game.
Nope, I literally sat up in my chair and just started... This is a inside baseball joke, but I started pulling in earnest, where I was just leaning forward in my chair and just like staring intently at the screen. Should I explain that joke to the audience?
Yeah,
Or
go
is
ahead.
it
Sure.
better? So this joke leans, I think, goes back all the way to Joker when we saw that back in 2019. Because I was watching it for the second time that day when we went and saw it, and I remember sitting next to Sebastian and another friend of ours, and we've all looked over to our right, where you were sitting at the far right side of the aisle. And it was during the scene where Arthur is getting interviewed on the Murray Show, and we just turn over, and Ernest is literally leaning forward in his chair, like arms like crossed, like doing the
Like cupping my hands together.
yeah, like cupping your hands together, but like doing. There's like a very specific meme from Evangelion that I'm forgetting. Of,
Shinji's
yeah, Shinji's dad, like, doing that shit over his mouth, and that is what it looked like. And we have this referred to it as pulling in earnest, where you just start locking the fuck in the theater. And this is what this scene had me doing. There were a couple scenes in Sinners that had me doing, but so this was the one. This was the main one where I went, oh. Wait,
Oh, it slaps.
yeah, Ernest, if you have anything to add.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really cool fucking scene. Great use of cinematography, of choreography, honestly, syncing everything right, getting everything right, making sure everything's in the right place, matching up with the music and everything.
Oh God,
Just really well done. With how everything was so well synchronized.
and just the
It's
idea
impressive.
in the scene of melding.
Yeah, it's a one shot. It's a one take.
It's a one take, which is Coogler's signature at this point. And it's just a great melding of culture and music across time, and that's what I really mean by like this is something that only cinema can do. where it can really visualize the idea of the past and the present and the future all existing together in one moment, and doing that through music and having all different styles of black music represented in one scene. It was just astounding. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
Not my favorite, but gotta give it credit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, we can go on from that to the next category, which is Best Screenplay. Everything I was saying about, the best scene of the year, where does that all start? In the screenplay.
Yeah, you don't just fucking make a movie by thinking with your head all the time, You can improvise and all that, but you really need something to base it off of. And that's what the writer is supposed to do.
Yep. The writer gives you the tools to go out on set and shoot whatever you can.
Usually better when you just don't, write it as you go along. Mm-hmm. If it's complete, good start.
Yeah. And these are what we feel are the 10 best screenplays of the year. Would you like to introduce them?
The best. Didn't I do the last one?
Yeah, well, all right, you did. My turn. And the nominees are David Koepp, Black Bag.
Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
Mary Bronstein, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Josh Safdie and Ronald Bronstein, Marty Supreme.
Jafar Panahi, It Was Just an Accident.
Eskil Vogt and Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value.
Will Tracy, Begonia.
Robert Kaplow, Blue Moon.
Ava Victor, Sorry Baby.
Paul Thomas Anderson, PTA, One Battle After Another.
And the winner is Josh Safdie and Ronald Bronstein, Marty Supreme.
These two dudes right here.
Yep.
Damn,
So,
this guy beat his wife. In the nominees, not in real life.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, we really... Sorry, you just you reset my brain with that one. But,
Think from the top.
Yep. Really, we just felt that this was a pretty much top to bottom, pretty excellent screenplay. I mean... Help me out here.
What can we say? Marty Supreme just fucking nailed it in the writing department. From beginning to end. What it is the characters were saying on screen, the dialogue itself was fucking immaculate, silly, at times a little over the top, but it fit. It really fit the narrative that I was going for, the tone, and all that. And the story itself, with that dialogue and the plot and everything, it all just mashed so well together.
Yeah.
It just seemed very coherent and fun and clever and smart and thought-provoking, but not too much to the point where you're like, I don't get it, you're being a fool of yourself. No. It was very straight to the point, but at the same time, gave you room to think about stuff. Very complex.
Yeah.
And entertaining.
It leaves you with very complicated feelings. That's, I think, the intent. Which is... so what some of the best screenplays this year did, I think It Was Just an Accident does the same thing. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You does a similar thing. And these were all great screenplays.
Sentimental?
Yeah, sentimental value is not leaving you with conflicted feelings. But, but truly, I would say that Marty Supreme was just kind of the, this makes sense. This was the script. I think we, despite my love for One Battle After Another, kind of disregarded it a little bit in the deliberations on what we thought would win, and not that we felt that script was bad, just we felt there were better options, and ultimately we felt that it was Marty Supreme. That was just the script to win.
The one.
Yep. All right, and with that win, we can go on to the next category, which is Best Line of Dialogue.
Speaking of screenplay.
Yeah. What's better than a great line of dialogue? What's a great quotable that you can remember from a film for years and years and years to come? And we feel that these are the 10 best pieces of dialogue that were written in the past year of 2025 in film. Yep.
What could they be?
Well, you get to find out.
Let me tell you about the nominees. And they are...
No doubt about it. Last time I seen my brother. Love you. Last time I seen the sun.
Early in this morning.
Just for a few hours. It was free.
Promise me one thing.
Yeah.
Don't watch him do it.
What was that?
I think nothing. It's the same sound I heard last time before the plane exploded, but this time it didn't. So, nothing to worry about. Myself, I feel very safe.
Noen sa at det å be ikke å snakke med Gud, men å innse fortvilelsen. Å kaste seg ned på bakken fordi det det eneste man greier.
I can't do her hair, man. You know that? I don't know how to do her hair right.
Let me explain to you. I was born in 1601. I'm a vampire. I've been around forever. I've met many Marty Mousers over the centuries. Some of them crossed me, some weren't straight, they weren't honest, and those are the ones that are still here. You go out and win that game, you're gonna be here forever too. You'll never be happy. You will never be happy.
All right.
Can I go again? I'd like another one.
I'm as human as anyone. I love, I get scared. I wake up every morning and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other and I try to make the best choices I can. I screw up all the time. But that is being human. And that's my greatest strength.
Det en ganske stor forskjell på hvordan vi to vokste opp da. Jeg hadde jo deg. Jeg vet du tror at du ikke kan vise omsorg, men du var jo der for meg. Når mamma var sånn borte, liksom. Du vasket håret mitt. Gredde meg. Fikk meg på skolen. Jeg følte meg trygg.
That's why I feel bad for you, in a way. That you're alive and you don't know that yet. But I can still listen and not be scared. So that's good. Or that's something, at least.
And the winner is Sinners.
No doubt about it. Last time I seen my brother.
Love you.
Last time I seen the sun.
Early in this morning.
Just for a few hours. It was free.
Because of course.
I mean, I think you said it yourself when we were talking about it. This was just the most poignant and emotionally hard-hitting line in the entire film, and one of the best of the entire year. It just really encapsulates that film in one piece of dialogue.
It's just so sad.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the scene that it goes along with it, this was came before the shot that we gave the award
first shot
to.
of the year. Yeah,
Talk about like just fucking amplifying a quote with
absolutely
visual.
Yeah. Like he says, at last time I seen the sun, and then it cuts to that, and it's, I mean,
with his brother. And
yeah,
like, oh, man.
It's like, goddamn, you don't realize quite how attached you were to these characters you had quite literally just met until you hit that point, right? You're like, right, they are never going to see each other again, and that's just, it's heartbreaking. Despite the fact that they, for one night were free. And yeah, we just felt that was just the most impactful line out of all of these. It was just, most of these we kind of were like, oh, that's a great memorable line, like that really says something about the film and about the story or the characters or whatever, or it's just a great quotable. This was just the most gut-wrenching line, right, in the whole thing.
Yeah.
And for that, and for that we felt it deserved it. Just a great piece.
Great piece of dialogue.
Yeah. Right. And with that, we can go on to best character, because who gets to say these lines of dialogue but characters?
This is the most important thing about your movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you nail this, you
get like five or six extra points.
Yeah. Yeah. If you fuck this up, well, God be with you.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, well, hey, guess what? Since you've made such a great point, you got to introduce this category.
Don't mind if I do. And the nominees are Hank, caught stealing.
Elijah Smoke Moore, Sinners.
Peter McRise, The Long Walk.
Gustav Borg, Sentimental Value.
Marty Mouser, Marty Supreme.
Bob Ferguson, One Battle After Another.
Linda, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Michelle Fuller, Begonia.
Nora Borg, Sentimental Value.
Sensei, One Battle After Another.
And the winner is
Elijah Smoke Moore.
Sinners.
Yeah, hate to keep doing the back-to-back Sinners wins, but you know what? Goddamn, Smoke is just such an incredible character.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think you made great points when we were talking about it, because I think we were between him and Marty, maybe Hank as well.
Yeah.
But I think you made some great points when we were talking about Smoke, why it was Smoke over Marty.
Yeah, as much as Hank from Constantly maybe like just a, fun underdog to just follow through and hope he succeeds, and as much as Marty Mouser may be quite the asshole, but like really interesting character to just see. I think what it came down to with Smoke was I mean, how do I put it
Depth?
into words exactly? Yeah, that I mean, they all had depth in
Yeah,
their,
absolutely. Yeah.
in
All
their,
these
in their
characters had
own
great
way.
depth. Yeah.
But like with Smoke, it's just that there's just it does come down to like a lot of like history with that character, and like his perception in the world and how he's like come to evolve in it.
Yeah, he's a soldier of World War One, you know, suffering from the PTSD of it all, and he's felt that he's traveled all around the world. He's worked with terrible people. He's seen people die in ways he can't comprehend, and all he believes he understands that the only real thing in the world is power and money, and he wants to give back that to his community. Because you have this character who's like so presenting something that's very hard and stoic and almost emotionless, but there's so much pain behind his eyes. There's so much like pathos behind it. I always think back to two scenes: the scene with him, with the little girl in front of the store, where he teaches her how to negotiate, and then the scene with him and Annie in the shack, where he talks about like their kid. He talks about their baby, and then when she like coaxes at him that it still hurts for him to come back home, but he loves Annie so much and he misses her, and he thinks about her every day.
I think a lot about that final scene. A lot.
Oh God,
his final scene. Just besides the fact that he kills white supremacists, which is pretty cool. It always felt like such a like scene where he's like letting all the pain of the events out on these people who,
and he's choosing to die.
Yeah, I mean,
he's choosing to go out his own way, you know,
expecting his death, you know, meeting them, and like in his final moments, he sees, you know,
the baby, you know,
the baby and Annie.
God, just
quite
that,
a great ending for him.
Yeah, that face where you can see that detail where like his hand shakes from the PTSD and he can't roll his own cigarettes up. And then when Stack's gone and he's trying to roll up a cigarette and he just can't do it. All that pain, you know. And just the face he makes when he holds the baby and he just like there's like peace for once on him, like he cracks a smile for once in the whole movie, and he's got like this sense of relief, you know, that it's all over now. It's just such a great character. He's such a fascinating character for this film, and I think that's what, you know, for us made him the best character of the year. He was just such a fascinating piece of writing, and I think that we could have easily made a case for Stack as well. But I think Smoke is just the more defined character. Stack is still a really great character on his own right. He doesn't have the same depth as Smoke does. And I think that's because Smoke is more treated as the protagonist, while Stack is more the deuteragonist. Yeah, I believe if that's the correct term.
I think to me, Stack feels a little too incomplete for him to be up here.
Yeah, and intentionally so. There are bits left open about Stack, but you still get a lot of Stack.
I mean, really, you get two Stacks in the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, eh.
Because there is no like just Smoke and just Stack. It's kind of, you know, it's them together, and yeah, he's a fascinating character. I really love this character, and you know, we just went to bat for Hank really hard.
I like Hank. He was cool.
Yeah. I also really loved Linda from If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, which now that you have seen the film, you can understand why I was so passionate about that character.
She has a chance. She had a chance.
Yeah, she had a chance. But yeah, absolutely, Smoke was the character that just kind of felt that like the natural conclusion to where we were going there. And with that, we can move on to the next category, which is Best Supporting Actor. You're going to notice something about this category, and that's something that your lovely co-host here, Ernest, came up with. It's a stroke of genius in his part. Why don't you say what it is?
There's women in here. We're inclusive now.
This category is ungendered. All can come to play on this category.
Only the
May the
strongest
best,
will
may
survive.
the best actor win. With that, let's get into the nominees, shall we?
Yes, you do it. Go.
And the nominees are
Oh,
Sally Hawkins, Bring Her
I
Back.
didn't. When we buried her, I didn't want to leave. It felt like I was abandoning her. You know?
Benicio del Toro.
No, sir.
One battle after
Are
another.
you running from us?
Had a long day, man.
You didn't see the lights back there?
Oh, yes, I did.
What did you toss out of the vehicle?
Excuse me?
What did you toss out of the vehicle back there?
Trash.
You sure about that?
Yes, ma'am.
You been drinking today?
I've had a few.
A few what?
Few small beers.
Wumi Masaku, Sinners.
All that war and whatever the hell he been doing in Chicago. And you back here in front of me. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, and a brain that work. How you know I ain't pray and work every route my grandmama taught me to keep you and that crazy brother of yours safe every day since you been gone.
Sure, I could have used Ray.
David Johnson.
What?
The Long Walk.
The brother. Ray, listen to me. If you make this, I suggest you choose love. I suggest you take that prize and go home to your mom because Ray, you go fucking care. And you deserve it. Thanks, Pete.
Inga Ibsdotter Lilius, Sentimental Value.
Så var det bara skickligt fint. Så var det helt så annorlunda än jag trodde det var. Ja, jag vet att du inte vill ha något med det att göra, men det... Jag vill att du ska läsa det för det.
Jacoby Jupe. Hamnet.
Joseph Quinn,
Elliot, it's in your
Warfare.
arm right now, all right? It's in your arm. The morphine's in your arm. It's going into you. You're gonna feel better.
I need more morphine, man. You can't have more. It's not enough. I'm telling you, it's not enough. I'm telling you, you're good. You're not even the one we're worried about. Okay?
Adam Sandler. Chet Kelly.
Because I had a ring planted in the ganache.
I never knew that part.
Yeah, it was like a very romantic movie. But one that is not romantic at all, in fact, because you never came back.
Aiden Delbys, Begonia.
Hey, I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
Can you do one thing for me? Tell Teddy that I'm sorry, that I love him.
Javier Bardem.
This
F1.
It's a first-class ticket to London. Oh my God. First class. I'm offering you an open seat in Formula One. The only place you could say for one day, if you win, you are the absolute best in the world.
And the winner is Sally Hawkins, Bring Her Back. This was what you fought extremely hard for.
Yes.
And
Extremely hard
this
for.
was, I think, the most stalemate we ever got in terms of the conversation around the nominations, because I think we were both extremely headstrong or committed to what we wanted to win. And I think it's, since we've determined it was Sally Hawkins, I fought for David Johnson in this category extremely hard. I would not say that the conversations got heated, but they were passionate.
I mean, hey man, she won. She won, man. She won.
But ultimately, I ended up agreeing with you. and we gave it to Sally Hawkins. And since you fought so passionately for it, I would like to hear why you felt so strongly.
I put Sally Hawkins in it because she portrayed a character that very well showed off excellent manipulation skills. Yeah, just being manipulative, really fucking smug, and just like evil throughout, and it pissed me off. I think I've always given credit to the quote that if the actor or actress of this movie made you mad, they're a really good fucking actor. And yeah, she kind of just like hit that nail on the head and like pretty much put it in a nutshell of what kind of like actor you would like see playing a villain. And you have her, Sally Hawkins, just playing a complete bitch. But you know, it was a complex performance too, because it wasn't just the fact that she was
had
like
so much pathos behind
an evil bitch. Yeah, you could see like the character and how she portrayed it. You can see like her breakdown when not everything was under her control, her panicking, and all of that. You can see it through her facial expressions, and when she like officially breaks down and cries because that character can't handle what's happening anymore. Sally Hawkins fucking nails it.
It's an exceptional performance. Often horror performances are not recognized very well in terms of awards circuit. Not saying we're changing that, but in many cases there are a lot of performances that are often forgotten about or just straight up ignored. I think one of the more obvious ones was I have not seen this film, you have, but Toni Collette in Hereditary was one that everyone said that was a phenomenal performance. That is one of the best of the decade. That deserves to be recognized, and it wasn't.
She was fantastic.
Lupita Nyong'o, you haven't seen this one, but I have. Lupita Nyong'o in Us, I thought was exceptional. I truly don't believe I've seen a better performance from Lupita than in Us. She's absurdly good in that film, and no recognition whatsoever.
Horror,
we don't do that here.
we like horror.
I like horror when I like it.
I like it when I like it.
And Bring Her Back was not my particular cup of tea, but her performance absolutely was. She's astoundingly good in this film. And she brings so much pathos to this character despite being so hateable in the part. Like, she is absurdly annoying.
Yeah.
But just an incredible performance. I can't say... I have to agree with everything Ernest said here. She's delivered an incredible performance. I still am rooting hard for David Johnson, though.
It may be in another one that we do, and he's in a movie where he's really good. Maybe he can win.
He's a great actor.
I'm glad he got to show it off.
Absolutely. Holy crap. I think we both walked away from the long walk going, yeah, that fucking guy. Because
that's pretty good.
We both liked him in Alien Romulus, even though neither of us liked that movie particularly very much.
No. No.
But we both walked away going, that guy's pretty cool. That guy's got it.
He's got something.
And then the long walk, he just...
Yeah, wasn't it for you? For you, it was he's a pretty good actor, and then that girl, main girl, and Romulus.
Kaylee Spaney.
Oh man, I like her. She's pretty. Yeah.
Well, Kaylee Spaney's also a great actress as well. She's done some incredible work. But he kind of stole the movie, I think, in a way. But he's kind of not to get into a whole Romulus talk again, but that character is designed to kind of steal the movie, in a way.
Yeah.
But regardless, Sally Hawkins just a phenomenal performance.
Good job.
All right, and that takes us into Best Actor.
What a lead!
Mm-hmm.
A lead. You have the supporter, but what about the main event? I guess you could say, quote unquote, person you came to see.
Mm-hmm.
Or the person who's just gonna lead the whole fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
The main character, you could say. Very important.
Absolutely. And these are 10 of the most astounding lead performances that we felt we felt were given this year. All right. All you.
And the nominees are Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme,
$1,500, not including airfare. I need to focus right now. No distractions. Sorry. No, it's okay. And it goes without saying, I'm in no position to settle down right now. Get that out of your mind. I will not settle down right now, okay?
Rose
She has
Byrne.
to weigh 50 pounds
If I
by
had
next
legs,
week.
I'd
Dr.
kick you.
Spring said that's a gain of 2.5 pounds, right? Each day's supposed to be 2,500 calories in, compensating for her resting rate of 1,800 calories burned. That's got to be at least 80% of each meal for 7 days, plus the tube, and that's if she just lays still all day.
Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value,
Uppmärksamhet blir olidligt. Jag hade kunnat gifta mig med skådespelerska.
Men ligge med den var greit.
Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon.
Through half the night, and I touched your shoulder. Did you actually love me a little bit that night?
You know I love you, Larry.
You do?
Jesse Buckley, Hamnet,
Reina Ueda, Chainsaw Man the movie, Res Arc.
もしかして私がまだ君を本気で好きだと思っているの
Joel Edgerton, Train Dreams,
There's not coming back.
Jesse
You said
Plemons,
these have faced
Begonia.
peril, such as.
What do you want me to say?
Well, just say it.
Why don't you say it?
No, you should just say it.
You go ahead.
No, I insist.
No, please, after you.
Colony collapse disorder.
Renate Rensby, Sentimental Value,
Han sa bara, hjälp mig. Jag får inte till det här. Jag klarar inte alene. Jag vill ha ett hem.
Josh O'Connor, Wake Up Dead Man.
I remember, I knew he was in trouble and I kept going and going until I felt him break. It wasn't an accident. I killed him with hate in my heart. There's no hiding from that. There's no solving it. God didn't hide me or fix me. He loves me when I'm guilty. That's what I should be doing for these people, not this whodunit game.
And the winner is?
And the winner is
Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne.
If I had legs, I'd kick you. This is coming at an interesting point because you've now seen this film. Do you get what I mean?
I do get what you mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Because initially you were hard set on Timothy Chalamet for this one.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Chalamet's performance in that film is exceptional. But since
He's pretty good.
non-gendered the categories, opportunities arose.
A woman is your god. Yeah, twice. Look at that.
Yeah, God is a woman, bitch.
Look at that. Two women, one.
But yes, Rose Byrne in this film is astounding. I believe it to be the best performance of the year. She delivers an incredibly nuanced, chaotic, but also deeply empathetic and not emotional, but like truly gut-wrenching performance. This is something that I don't think anyone has ever really seen from her. She's always been a very good performer, mostly in comedic roles, but here she delivers something that's truly out of this world. It's not something you would see from a performer like this, and I'm glad it's getting recognition because holy shit, is she astounding in this film.
She just nails like someone who's trying to like gain control or just reach for anything that she can but never quite can. And she's always at the edge of breaking
And
constantly.
everyone's always asking something of her and never considering her. And she just plays that like that. I think to that scene where she's just breaking down with her therapist, and she's like I'm not supposed to be a mother. Like, this is not what my life is supposed to be. I am not cut out for this. And she's just breaking down. And that also, I showed you that scene before you saw the film of her with her therapist just saying are you even listening to me? Just tell me what to do.
You should have shown me the first scene of the movie.
True.
Because that immediately like showed me the subtleties of
her performance,
of her like.
Because that's her just in the car, right? Just being almost like despondent.
No, that was her in the beginning of talking to like, I don't know, one of the doctors about her daughter,
Right.
and like the daughter was like being asked questions, and
and the daughter just won't
was
shut
like,
the fuck up.
My mother's squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother is squishy. I'm not squishy, and she's like her lip is quivering, her eyes are so wide, and everything. Like you can see so much because that's the first thing you see. You see her eyes. That's like one of the first shots you see. Like, and her eyes just say so much immediately.
Yeah. And I love the way this movie is shot. Or everything is so like claustrophobic and up close. There's so much like just constraint in the picture. It really adds to like the feeling of like you can't control what's happening here. But yeah, no, she is astoundingly good in this movie. We've all seen Rose Byrne before, but this is just something unreal.
Yeah, you saw her weird titties in Neighbors.
But
I'm sure she has wonderful titties. Those weren't hers, I'm sure.
But this is just a performance that's completely out of this world. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
And also much respect to all of the nominees in this category. All did phenomenal work. Especially old Stellan Skarsgård.
Sorry.
But just an acceptable performance from Rose Byrne here. And I'm glad now that you've seen the film, you understand.
Yeah. Damn it, I can't believe we let two women win our categories, man. What are we doing here?
Oh my god, bro. Alright.
This is not what I signed up for.
And we can go on to the next category here.
Oh, wait, it is.
Which is Best Director. Now, you don't get these performances, you don't get these films without a director. Oftentimes, movies aren't made without directors.
Who is the captain of the ship?
They have an incredibly difficult job to do. They must wrangle a crew together. They must execute a vision. They must wrangle actors. They must get great performances, and they have to make decisions every single day on set to ensure that they execute their vision perfectly and hopefully make a good and successful film.
Hell, not even just on set. Even
In
afterwards.
the post-production phase, they have to wrangle everybody and make sure everybody's on board. Yeah, and then they have to promote the film as well. It's a non-stop 2-year process of a director being involved on a film. Usually involved in writing someone as well.
And who knows, maybe the director has a fight with some fucking dumb fuck producer who goes, no, don't do that. And so I want to do that. And or has to like go to the fucking studio and go, hey, can I do this? And they go, no. Okay, can I do this? And they go, yes. And then you have to fight them for that too. Like, oh, fuck.
Or God forbid any controversies happen involving your film whatsoever. But yes, these are what we felt were the 10 best directing jobs done on films in the year 2025. This one's you.
And the nominees are Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
Chloe Zhao, Hamnet.
Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme.
Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza, Warfare.
Jafar Panahi, it was just an accident.
Paul Thomas Anderson, one battle after another.
Joachim Trier, sentimental value.
Joseph Kosinski, F1.
Yorgos Lanthimos, Begonia.
Zach Kreger, Weapons. And the winner is?
And the winner is...
Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
Another one, huh?
Yeah, just another one for Sinners, you know? Just as a treat. I mean, this movie doesn't happen without Ryan Coogler. It is not what it is without him.
No, I suppose it's not.
This is a director who has quite literally put his complete heart and soul into a film. This is something that he felt he had to make. It is something that he made almost out of anxiety. And it was an idea that popped into his head that he was passionate about, and it's just an exceptionally incredible job that he was able to do as a director here. His vision is uncompromising. His focus behind the camera is astounding. He just does such an incredible job. Even when his films that, you know, we're not as fond of, I still think he does a great job as a director. Even where it's, you know, in lesser forms.
Yeah, even the bad ones.
And I have nothing but immense respect for this man. And yeah, I mean, in terms of conversation, what came down to choosing him, I think it was more of like a gut feeling than anything else. I don't know who else we talked about in terms of who we wanted to give it to. We probably did talk about Josh Safdie.
Probably Josh.
And maybe Alex Garland and Ray, but
yeah.
I think it really kind of just came down to it was really just between Ryan and Josh, and honestly, it just felt right with Ryan Coogler.
I mean, I guess you could just point to that surreal montage as to why he won, you know?
A bit, yeah, you could. But I think this is just one of those projects where it's like, this is entirely creator-driven. I think even like something like Marty Supreme, despite it being totally a Safdie production, like that is a Josh Safdie movie. It's almost like motivated by Timothée Chalamet. Whereas this is entirely motivated by Ryan Coogler as a filmmaker. And he brought that crew together. And they're all there with him, you know. And I don't know, I just felt it just felt right to me. More of anything like logical. It was just like this gut feeling.
You wouldn't have felt right if you didn't put him in there? If he didn't win? You wouldn't have felt right if he
it wouldn't have felt right to me. Even if it like logically made sense, it just wouldn't have felt right to me. And honestly, there is probably a universe where we do give this to Josh after we do give this to a different director, but ultimately, this just felt right to me.
There probably is one where I could have given it to the sentimental value man.
Maybe, yeah, for Joachim, but or Jafar Panahi, but
yeah. If I saw it, but I didn't, so
yeah. But ultimately, yeah, that's what we came down to.
Good job, Ryan.
Great job, Ryan. All right, we can move on.
You did it, you
Next
motherfucker.
Category, which is Best Animated Film.
I love animators. I love animation.
Absolutely, both do. I wish I saw more animated movies in the year 2025. I mentioned there was one major exception. This is the one. This category is only 5 films. The reasoning, I didn't see a lot of the animated stuff that came out in 2025. I have to be entirely honest, this category is a lot more limited. Now, that being said,
yeah,
I think we have a decent category.
Decent picks.
Decent picks. But otherwise, we do have to make it known. We did not watch a lot of animated stuff in the past year. And we apologize.
We didn't know about it. We didn't know
apologize.
About it. Not our fault.
And the stuff that I did see, not all of it was great.
Yeah.
But these 5 nominations, I think we can make cases for.
Right. Can. There's some good ones that we did see that did come out.
There were some good stuff, but this is the stuff that really rose above.
Yes, all 5 of them.
And the nominees are Chainsaw Man the movie, Rezark.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
"100 Meters.
Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul.
The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. And the winner is Chainsaw Man the movie, Rezark.
Anime.
Whoa.
What?
So I think this came down to
possibly?
this 100 meters in K-pop, right?
Yeah.
I just, unfortunately, I hadn't seen 100 meters. You had, so that made it a little hard to argue, but you know what? You did make good arguments for 100 meters.
Yeah, I just had to show you some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like a cool movie. But ultimately,
really
I think it did end up coming down to K-pop and Chainsaw Man, and even you were like, K-pop is a good fit here. But why did
K-pop is a good time?
Why did we pick Chainsaw Man the movie?
It's harder.
Yeah. It's just a great movie altogether. Of course, I'm incredibly biased towards this film. I adore the Chainsaw Man manga. I like the anime quite a bit. And I loved this film. But we also felt, just as a movie, it was extremely solid. It's just, there's a great movie here.
Yeah.
Even more so than I think K-pop Demon Hunters. And I can't speak to 100 meters, but I can certainly speak to Wallace and Gromit and The Day the Earth Blew Up. This is just a better movie than those. Those are very good movies, great movies even. This was just better.
It's a whole different beast.
Whole different beast altogether.
From the animation standpoint and the storytelling.
Yes, absolutely. You yourself are very slowly becoming a bigger Fujimoto fan than I am.
I think I've seen more of his stuff than you
you've
have.
probably experienced more Fujimoto than I have. I still need to read Fire Punch. I've been meaning to get that going.
Yeah.
But I've read the Chainsaw Man manga, and I haven't seen Look Back, which you have.
If Look Back was here, it would have won.
Probably. But otherwise, yeah, Chainsaw Man the movie is just incredible film.
Increíble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you have anything else to say before we move on?
Let's go Aki and Angel Tales.
All right. Let's go up from there to the most underrated film of the year. Now, of course, everyone knows and remembers the movies we're talking about the most. Your Sinners, One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, Hamnet. The movies that everyone talks about for the entire year. K-pop Demon Hunters. Even if they're bad, a Minecraft movie. Lilo and Stitch. How to Train Your Dragon. But how about the movies that people didn't see? or should have seen, or should have talked about more.
Yes. The ones that really deserve the spotlight, you know? The spot in the sun. The ones that should be up there at the top. Talked about amongst the best that we've talked about. Those movies.
Or even just movies that we feel are pretty cool and you should see.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. You should see.
And with that, let's get into the 10 most underrated films we feel of 2025. Ernest, would you like to do the honors?
Yes, I will introduce the Lucky Charms. And the nominees are One of Them Days,
Companion,
Friendship,
Sorry Baby,
Caught Stealing,
The Long Walk,
Black Bag,
Warfare,
Bring Her Back,
The Phoenician Scheme,
and the winner is
Black
Bag.
You want to talk about cool
Yeah, boy.
movies? Black Bag is a cool as fuck movie that you all should watch because it's rad.
Whoa, it's so cool. It's cool, it's rad, it's mysterious, it's an ultimate fucking thriller. If you just like spies and the secretiveness and just like the tension of like people lying to each other and all that shit that you
Lying for their
that comes from, like,
job.
yeah.
And just a,
It's a really clever movie.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a very sleek, clever, engaging, and intense thriller where there's not necessarily any action. It's just mostly dialogue, and it's so thrilling. It's so fascinating.
There's a lot of action and like delivering of like messages and secrets and information. That's really like what like kind of like the, I guess, quote unquote action comes from, because that's like the thing that hooks you in a way. Like, what the fuck is gonna get revealed next?
Yeah.
What are these people hiding, and what's gonna like be out in the open for them to find out? And like the way that some of these characters like try to peg the information out of the other, and it's like a way, it's like a battle of its own. It's really cool.
And it's just so well acted and so well directed and written. It's just such a really fun movie. You told me to watch this one, and I was like, yeah, it was already on the list. And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's why you said to watch it. Like, oh, this movie rocks.
It's really cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's such a fun movie. I would say, what were our slots for underrated? I think we were like Caught Stealing and The Long Walk.
And Warfare.
Warfare,
For me,
yeah,
least,
Warfare. I think it was more Long Walk than Warfare, but you know.
Two movies that I just wouldn't ever want to watch again. Unlike this one.
Black Bag I gotta watch over. Same with Caught Stealing. Caught Stealing is really fun.
Yeah.
But no, Black Bag is it. And with that,
one of the best of last year.
Absolutely. And with that, we can get into our final category. Best Picture. The amalgamation of everything we've been talking about tonight. From acting, directing, writing, score, cinematography, editing, sound design. Fuck, even a poster. This is it. These are what we feel were 10 of the best movies to come out in 2025. And the nominees are Sinners,
Marty Supreme,
Warfare,
Chainsaw Man the movie, Rezark.
Black Bag.
$100.
It was just an accident.
Sentimental value.
If I had legs, I'd kick you.
Begonia.
And the winner is Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme.
I mean,
yeah, that's right. Fuck you, sinners.
whoa.
You didn't get to win this one,
but
you lost.
I think ultimately what came down to it is we're like, what can we say the least about? Where can we just go, yeah, exceptional movie, and move on? And ultimately, it was Marty Supreme. There was less deliberation in terms of what we talked about for Marty Supreme. And we were just like, yeah, that was really fantastic. And we kind of moved on. Whereas even with Sinners, we kind of talked a little bit about it, or Sentimental Value, or If I Had Legs, or Black Bag, which that's just for us.
Yeah,
that's for us. And 100 meters is just for you.
Yeah, like as good as Sinners may be, it's got issues.
Sure.
Yeah, not entirely the grand spectacle that most people make it out to be. At least not to me. I think it's pretty good movie. I think it deserves to be up here, being nominated for Best Picture. But Marty Supreme doesn't have as many issues.
Yeah.
So it's, I guess easier to talk about when it comes to like what the movie does well and how well everything of what the movie like goes into your mind. Whether you're going, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Is that like, no? Marty Supreme just goes for you from that and just it nails it.
And it puts you on a ride and never lets you off until the end. And it's just an exceptional film. Absolutely astounding. Not much more to say, to be honest with you.
Yeah, great cast, great fucking like action scenes in their own way, Super tense all the way through.
It's funny.
Yeah, Marty Mouser is a fantastic character to follow through,
despite him being a absolutely excruciatingly piece of shit.
But that's what the mierda.
Mm-hmm. But
it's great.
Just an absolutely great movie. I really have no words. It's exceptional. It is what it is, This is what we decided, and we have to live with it.
I'm happy to live with it.
Same. Yeah. And that's our show, everyone. Let us know if you want to see this again next year. Thank you so much for watching. And we hope 2026 offers just as great movies as we got as last year.
Hopefully.
We'll see. Hopefully they don't all come out in November and December again. Actually, no, if this past January is anything to indicate, this might be a good year. January is usually like a dump month, and there were a couple movies that came out last month where I was like, wait, that was actually pretty good. I like that.
And you are looking forward to some stuff coming out this month, right?
Yes, there's a couple things. We're recording this for clarity. We're recording this in February of 2026, and there's some stuff that's coming out that looks interesting. And even in next month, I believe there's some pretty interesting stuff. Project
and then Avengers.
And then there's Avengers. Project Hail Mary comes out next month. That's a movie I'm really excited about. That movie I think could be phenomenal. And just the talent behind it, everyone that's behind that film. I think it's directed by Lord and Miller. It's written by Drew Goddard, who wrote The Martian and The Cabin in the Woods and Bad Times at the El Royale. It's based off of an Andy Weir novel, who wrote The Martian.
I was gonna say, is that not the guy who did the Martian, like the book?
Yeah,
also,
it's written by Andy Weir, Cinematography by Greg Fraser, who shot the Dune Part 1 and 2 and the Batman and Rogue One and a whole bunch of other incredible looking movies.
What the fuck?
Yeah. If you haven't seen the trailer for Project Hail Mary, go watch it. The cinematography looks stunning for that movie. And otherwise, it just looks like a fun fucking time. And I am so happy Lord and Miller are actually directing a movie for once in their goddamn lives. They haven't directed a movie since 22 Jump Street.
Oh my god.
They were going to direct Solo, but then they got booted off that one by Kennedy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because the movie that they were making was not what Lucasfilm wanted. Because their version was apparently more jokey and more of a comedy. And less of a heist movie, which is what they wanted. But yeah, anyway, that was our show. Please let us know if you want to watch this again. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
It's been fun. Goodbye, toodles.
Blee, 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 blee.